I'm Richard Southern. Happy Friday to you. Some good news in on the Canadian economy. It's growing and a little bit more than expected. GDP numbers today show the economy expanding by 0.2% in the month of July. Not a big gain, but it was better than expected, better than the no gain we had in June. And it was the manufacturing sector that led the way. This had the Canadian dollar on the move higher today. The loonie picking up a bit of ground. Of course, the Canuck buck has been under some pressure as of late. Well, with the NAFTA uncertainty, and those NAFTA talks do continue. Tesla and its founder and CEO Elon Musk under a lot of pressure. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has sued Elon Musk and has accused him of fraud in relation to his tweets last month. Musk tweeted he wanted to take the electric car company private at $420 per share and that he had the funding to do so. The SEC alleges that he didn't have the funding. And furthermore, get this, the SEC said he picked $420 per share as a cannabis reference. 420, of course, a very much synonymous with pot culture. And that's why they said Musk picked that. This sent Tesla stock lower today. What's another head shaker out of the fashion industry? These dirty, taped-up designer sneakers are selling for $530. Italian luxury brand Golden Goose selling the shoes that are made to look like they're falling apart, but in actuality are not. Critics say they glorify poverty, pointing out that many have no choice but to wear shoes that are really in this shape. Some call it peak capitalism and distasteful. Here's an interesting one out of the retail world, a world that is increasingly being dominated by Amazon. That online retailer opened a store in New York City last night, and this store sells only items from Amazon.com, but only items that have 4 stars or higher. It's the cream of the crop from Amazon, and it's in an actual store. It's called the Amazon 4-Star Store. The latest sign yet that the company is making a big push into bricks and mortar retail. Last week, it was reported that Amazon was considering opening as many as 3,000 cashierless convenience stores across the United States. Well, it is Friday evening, time for a tipple or two, but maybe not of this. I don't think we got the bankroll for it. We're looking here at what could be the world's most expensive bottle of whiskey. It's about to hit the auction block, and the experts think it could go, this one bottle, for $1.2 million. It's a Macallan 1926. It was distilled in 1926. It was aged 60 years, released in 1986, and there were only 40 bottles made. There's only 25 ounces in this bottle. So if you have one glass, which is typically an ounce, that single glass would set you back $48,000. Finally, Tim Hortons. You know, they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but I don't think Tim Hortons feels that way in this case. Canada's ubiquitous coffee and donut chain trying to shut down this in India. Tim Hortons. Yes, a knockoff Timmy's in India, just 2 letters away from Tim Hortons. And the logo, as you can see, the branding, almost identical to Tim Hortons. They even use the tagline, always fresh. Knockoff Timmy's. In the 680 newsroom, Richard Southern, City News.